you are going to have a lot of fun with this effect. When you get the Descendent kit, you're going to find inside are a number of things, including a few pencils. You're going to have a perfect matching pencil, staples every day, and a specially machined, and these are actually machined, but it had to be machined by hand, a special kind of a woodworking lathe. The thing about this, what took us a while to figure out, is how to take down enough of the wood so the effect of the pencil point really coming down is totally there, but not so much that the pencil gets too weak, which is why I include two of these also, is because, you know, I've had one, I've jammed my back pocket, and once or twice over the years I've had one of these break, and it sucks. So which is why we've included two in the kit for you. What you're also going to find, speaking of specially machined, because these are a pain to do by hand as well because they crack and the leads break and everything. You're going to find some specially machined pencil tips, all right? You're also going to find some wax, and what you need to do is take a small pellet of wax. Now, when you're first experimenting with this, I suggest you get a decent-sized one, okay? But for now, here, I'm going to take this pellet of wax. I'm going to put it right on top of the pencil, right there like that. And I'm going to take the specially machined flattened point. It has to be perfectly flat. And press down. Have I used too much wax? No. And you'll find from even, I should know, there we go, from even like a foot away, looks exactly like an ordinary pencil. Now, let me show you the basic handling, and then let's talk a little bit about switches and whether you really even need to switch in the duplicate pencil. The handling itself is just straight up. Don't get paranoid, okay? This is one of these things that's way too easy to get paranoid. You're going to start by holding the gimmick pencil, the prepared pencil, all right? You're going to cover the gap right there with your fingers. You can do it with the finger and thumb. Looks very fair, okay? Or if you want to be absolutely covered, you can do it with the two fingers, whatever you want. The idea is that you're going to come over, okay? Take hold of the point between your fingers and thumb and slowly kind of work the point down to the middle of the pencil. So that's the large action. That's sort of the meta action. However, what you're going to do is you're going to steal off the tip into your thumb palm, okay, because it's really the best palm for this. So you're going to come over, take the tip in thumb palm, but not pause, okay? Going to come over, immediately and then swing right back and go into your action. You do not want to pause in this position because it just, it can look suspicious, right? So you're here, you come over, go right, now I'm going to do it here. Come over, go right in the thumb palm, and then come back. Okay, let me attach that back again. I want you to really see this here. Press this down. And I'm going to also, I'm going to tell you the best place to carry these. You're here like this. You're here, you know, you're talking about the pencil. Say, I want you to keep your eye on the pencil, particularly the tip. Okay? You come over, thumb palm, and down. That's what I'm talking about. So now it's in thumb palm. Come over here, boom, boom, boom. Now watch the hands start to mirror each other. I do use this a lot in my work. Right about now, you'll see that the hands look identical. And notice the left thumb. The left thumb is mirroring, because you don't want to do this. It just, even on an unconscious level, it'll bring tension over here. So you put the left thumb down, you're doing this, you ask someone to hold their hand, and you can either drop the pencil directly into someone's hand. We'll go down the table here. When you drop this in someone's hand, boom, your hands are obviously empty. I mean, think about it. What could explain, I mean, what did you just do? And there's no way you could have switched pencils, okay? So it's boom, it's down, you drop it right into someone's hand and you come away, okay? Or you're down here and you go down here, take the bottom of the pencil, go up, and really let that register. And again, note the right hand. Positioning's totally natural. The tip never leaves the thumb palm position. Then I'm going to take it in the left hand. The right hand's going to just fall away, there, like that, okay? I can hand that right out totally clean. They can examine this all day long. Now, a couple of pointers. First off, when you start, use a decent chunk of wax, but try to slowly but surely use less and less wax till you feel totally comfortable with it. Because the last thing you want is to leave wax on the end of this, so that, because they are going to examine this sucker closely. And not that they're going to feel the top and it's a little sticky. It's like, oh, I think I think this was pre-shaved by a guy he knows and this was a duplicate. Not going to get there, but it's just suspicious, all right? So try not to use too much wax. Second thing, if you're really paranoid, what I've done before is I do this, and when you do this, you know where everyone's eyes go? Right here. Nobody's looking at the end, okay? They can see nothing to see at the ends. All focus is here. So since all focus is there, behind the left finger is what you can do. Let me show you here. With your left thumbnail is you can just, boom, pop off just a little bit of wax there if you want. Just Drag it right off there. Now when you hand it out, there's there's nothing left on there. Do you need to first use this pencil and switch in this pencil? Absolutely not. You do not. When you come out and they can see it's an ordinary looking pencil, when they see it's an ordinary looking pencil, okay? Boom, with a tip on it. When they see it's ordinary and then you do that. Now if it couldn't be examined, if you did this effect and you didn't have them handle it beforehand and they couldn't handle it afterwards, then it's just really, it's like, what is a bubble gum? It's a visual moment and it's sort of almost like a stand-up manipulation act, almost partly a gag, almost. But if they can examine it at the end, my argument, I certainly found with people, gets great reaction even if you don't switch in the initial pencil. However, there is no question that if you want to, it can only add to the impact. It adds in a few ways. First, if they handle the pencil beforehand, you know, say I got a magic wand here, ta-da, I know, pretty fancy, I swung, you know where I get most of my props? Staples, you know, hey, it's a magic wand. Whatever you want to say about that or not. If they handle the prop beforehand, it works in a few ways. First, they get a relationship going with the prop. It's not just that it becomes more trustworthy because they handled it. That's what most magicians think, and it's a fair thought. It does make the effect more scientifically incredible or more impossible, however you want to put it. There's more evidence to the ordinariness of the pencil, fine. But at least as important is they get to establish a relationship with the pencil. They've touched the pencil, they've seen the pencil, you've referred to the pencil, so it starts to take on more meaning for them. And where there's more meaning, there's going to be more emotional investment, and it's going to be a stronger impact on them in this moment. I also do my effect dough, which I strongly urge you to consider, because dough is a perfect setup for this, because the sharpened pencil, you sharpen this, you can do dough, my pencil through bill effect, totally impromptu, really organic, strong, great walk around, really good in a bar, you know, really down to earth kind of thing. And then all I do is I have the prepared pencil in my back pocket, my right back pocket. I do dough with this one. They've handled the pencil, whatever. Maybe I'll do that old wiggly pencil gag with it too, you know, that thing. And then I take it, I pull the pencil out of the bill, okay? Take the bill and I slip the pencil in my back pocket, okay? So the pencil goes in my back pocket, restore the bill, boom, like that. Come back over here and take the prepared pencil out and say, actually, let me try one more thing. So now I've been able to go right into it. If I'm working at a certain gig, a corporate gig, a banquet, a more high-end gig, I'm either wearing a dress vest I'm either wearing a vest with a dress shirt which has a pocket on the inside. And very nice thing to do is to keep the two pencils. I always make a point of keeping the pencil, the ordinary pencil, eraser side up, because I don't want to grab the wrong pencil and head into dough and the tip goes flying. It's memorable, but not so magical. So it's nice to have inside your shirt pocket behind the vest. Works very nicely. And again, you just slip one in, and when you're ready, you take it out. You don't have to make a secret switch of it, right? It's an object. You've used it, put it away for a moment, do something else, take it back out. People just assume it's the same pencil. It's no big deal. Don't sweat it. If you're wearing a jacket, of course, a jacket's a full-on jacket. You can go in a shirt pocket or inside the breast pocket. Again, the pencils stick out very nicely inside the breast pocket, inside the inner breast pocket of the jacket. So it's back pockets anywhere. And of course, if you're working out of a close-up case or an attaché case or something, you're doing a stand-up show, yeah, then you're totally free to switch in and out in so many different ways.